Hello, travelers. If you're planning a trip to America and wondering which states to visit, this video is for you. As a fellow traveler, I always use a list of questions to determine whether to visit a particular place or not. Since we're talking about America, I've adapted my list, including a point for those who might want not only to visit, but also to stay in a state. Looking at each state one by one, from Alabama, we move on to Alaska. And again, we start with the climate and nature. Alaska is the northernmost state in America. The climate here is very diverse. In the southeast of Alaska, even in winter, the daytime temperature often stays above zero. In the north of Alaska, the climate is typical for the Arctic Circle. Even in summer, the daytime temperature rarely rises above zero, and snow can fall in any month of the year. The climate in interior Alaska is extreme. In winter, the temperature here can drop to minus 50 degrees Celsius, while in summer, the heat reaches plus 37 degrees, which is higher than in subtropical Alabama, located in the southernmost part of the USA. Alaska's nature is harsh and incredibly beautiful. Following tradition, our next question is what to visit. Denali Mountain, one of Alaska's main attractions. The national park covers about 25,000 square kilometers. It is home to Alaska's highest point, after which the area is named. Visiting the park allows not only to admire the natural beauty, but also to get acquainted with the life and culture of Native Americans. Glacier Bay. The national park's area is approximately 13,000 square kilometers. Most of the territory is covered with forests. In addition, there are elevations, mountain rivers and streams, lakes and glaciers. The largest glaciers are Marjorie and Lamp. The climate in Glacier Bay is specific: warm winter and cold summer. Convenient hiking routes are laid out for tourists. Park guests can engage in fishing, rock climbing, or rafting. Misty Fjords. In 1978, the area with this name was declared a national monument. The area is 9,500 square kilometers. The remoteness of the region allowed wild nature to remain almost untouched. Tourists are mainly brought here on cruise ships and planes. Hiking routes allow you to see the main beauties of the park. Enthusiasts can engage in mountaineering, boat trips, or fishing in designated areas. Humpton Bight Historical Park, Ketchikan, occupies 13 hectares in the vicinity of Ketchikan, created in 1939. In the past, there was a camp at this location. The historical area includes original totem poles of Native Americans. Other unique objects, such as the restored chief's dwelling, are also added. Tourists can participate in agility challenges, take part in rituals, and take canoe trips. Every evening, gatherings are held around a large bonfire. Whale watching in Juneau. Among the excursions, this is the most popular. The tour lasts about 4 hours. Buses with tourists depart from the center of Juneau and reach the port in less than half an hour. There, groups are placed on special boats. On the way to the whale gathering places, various inhabitants of these waters are encountered. Northern Lights. One of the most beautiful and unusual natural phenomena, the glow of the upper layers of the atmosphere occurs due to their interaction with a stream of ionized particles. Alaska is precisely the place where observing the aurora is best. The phenomenon usually unfolds in all its splendor in September, although the forecast varies from year to year. The elevations of Denali National Park are an excellent vantage point. Our next point is the local residents. Alaskans, known for their lively spirit and connection with nature, embody a special charm that sets them apart among American tapestries. Alaskans adhere to the principle of self-sufficiency, creating a cohesive community that thrives through collaboration. The harsh environment shapes their character, instilling a sense of adventure and adaptability. Interacting with Alaskans reveals a blend of kindness, resourcefulness, and a love for the wild beauty that characterizes their home. The next question is about expenses. Alaska is one of the 10 least expensive states to live in. Hotel costs start at $60 per night. The average restaurant bill for 3 is around $50. Monthly house rent starts from $1,200, reflecting housing market peculiarities. For a family of 3, monthly food expenses can start from $800, considering the availability of local products. Remember that individual expenses vary, and these figures provide a general idea of life in Alaska. What to try? Alaska's clean waters are rich in salmon, and one unique way to enjoy it is with salmon candy. In this dish, salmon is smoked and sweetened, creating a delightful and slightly sweet treat. You can also indulge in caribou sausage while in Alaska. Caribou sausage, with its smoky and spicy flavor, grilled, boiled, or included in various dishes, offers a unique culinary experience for visitors. What to buy when visiting Alaska? If you are looking for a functional and authentic souvenir, you can buy the U-Life. A practical and traditional Alaskan knife, the ulu is perfect for various kitchen tasks. Also, consider native artwork, fur and leather goods, or Alaskan honey. Safety. The state has a higher crime rate compared to the national average. The incarceration rate is approximately 690 per 100,000 residents. Due to the presence of drug trafficking gangs in Anchorage, there is a risk of armed robbery. Away from major cities, the climate and wildlife pose risks. However, if you use common sense, all popular tourist destinations in Alaska are safe to visit. Take usual precautions, avoid dealing with drug traffickers or other shady characters. Don't wander alone in rough neighborhoods at night. Avoid approaching wild animals, and don't venture too far off the beaten paths. Then you're likely to encounter no problems when visiting Alaska. Immigration question. Is it worth considering Alaska as a place for possible immigration? If you like the climate, definitely. Of the 722,000 people living in Alaska, only 90,000 are indigenous. People in the region are a valuable resource as there is a shortage of them, despite constant streams of immigrants attracted by high salaries in the petrochemical industry. The oil and gas industry dominates Alaska's economy, bringing in about 80% of all revenue. Tourism also makes a significant contribution to the region's economy. Keep in mind that there are no huge metropolises in Alaska. The central city of the region, Anchorage, has a population of just over 200,000. And in other major settlements, including the legal capital Juneau, even fewer, from 10 to 100,000 residents. Before concluding, if you like this video, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. It will let me know that I should make similar videos about all 50 states. In conclusion, the combination of stunning nature and a high quality of life has made Alaska a place of attraction. The romance of the far north in the luxury class, it's a place that everyone should visit. Mountains, glaciers, vast expanses, and the absence of sales tax and personal income tax.